My name's Anthony Vanoy, driver of the 4601 car, also known as Tinker, and this is our King of the Hammers rookie story. I first saw King of Hammers in 2012, and ever since then it's been a bucket item to go. And much like most of you, I was sent home in 2020 due to COVID to work from home, and that freed up a lot of extra time for me. So what better way to kill some time than to build a Jeep? Once we made the decision to go, I spent pretty much every single day, night, and most weekends here in the garage at my house, working on the Jeep known as Tinker here, building from the ground up, and basically documenting every step of the way and preparing for what was to come. Many of you probably don't know, but due to the COVID restrictions, before you could go into Hammertown this year, you had to test negative for King of the Hammers. And with all of us going to King of Hammers, it was turned into a fiasco. You know, that was probably one of the most stressful things since COVID was at an all-time high. What are we doing?
COVID testing for you so you can race your Jeep.
Yeah, we're doing a COVID test.
I was like, they sent you a nice King of Hammers COVID test.
Got to test negative.
Alright, so
What happened?
I stuck this up your nose and put it on here kind of like a pregnancy test. And
It's pregnancy test for men.
you're going to the race. He's negative.
I don't got no Rona.
See that? Only one
See?
line.
One line. See? One line.
Negative.
Negative. That little guy? Don't worry about that
Negative.
little guy. That little guy? Don't worry about that little guy. But once we all tested negative for COVID, we loaded up, started packing our bags, getting ready for King of the Hammers in what would be an adventure of a lifetime for sure. We had partnered with Digging Deeper Racing and kind of joined forces with them going out to King of the Hammers. Got the Jeep loaded up on the truck and trailer. Got the Jeep in 4-low after a mechanical issue with the linkage, and started out on the adventure that we would never forget. Today, special treat, we got everything loaded up. Truck, buggy, Jeep. We're headed to King of Hammers right now. We're in Arkansas, fueling up. Won't be long, we'll be in the lake bed. We arrived at Hammertown Saturday around noon and kind of got to our spot with Randall and Ken Carter. A huge shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for your hospitality and helping us rookies out. Without you guys, we would definitely be lost. All right, everybody, we're here. King of Hammers on the lake bed. Getting our stuff unloaded here at our tent. We got the race course just right behind us here. You can kind of see the hill climbs there. Super excited. We made it cross country. North Carolina to California in 2 days.
38 hours.
And it's time to unpack and relax a little bit. But we got there and kind of assessed the damage. We covered Tinker with a tarp, and one of the straps had come loose, and it literally beat Tinker to death. We broke the antenna mount, the coax cable going to the antenna mount. The tarp had wrapped around one of our fire extinguishers and extinguished it while we were out there, and just really just wreaked havoc on some of the exterior stuff, but nothing that we wouldn't take care of in the upcoming week. Before we knew it, Sunday had came, and we woke up Sunday with the intentions to fix Tinker from the puddle that we had left, fix the linkage and any other thing, because we had tech Monday morning at 10 o'clock. We made it. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're here, got everything situated. We got Tinker in our garage space here. We got the bouncers, we got other 4,600 cars. Got Randall out back doing some shock tuning, so they're taking care of that with Phil. But we made it. This is the first day. This is Sunday. I just wanted to come to you really quick. We're getting a few things taken care of here on Tink while we're out here. Yesterday we got to watch the Class 11 Bugs take it to the short course last night. That was pretty cool. It was really neat to see that. Dude, this is crazy. It's awesome out here. There's so much going on. But looking forward to today. Get out in the desert, see how that is, and see how Tinker does. But we'll bring you guys along for the ride and see what kind of stuff we get into. We basically spent pretty much the whole day working on Tinker. We rebuilt the rear end completely, re-welded some things. We took out the skid plate belly pan and fixed the cam linkage. And you know, the guys came with the RV. Some of our other buddies showed up from FSU Off-Road, just, you know, lending a helping hand. And without those guys, I truly believe that we wouldn't have made it to the start finish line. But they came with the RV. We loaded up later that afternoon after we had worked on Tinker all day, and we actually went and enjoyed some warm food in town. Monday was a big day for us. It was our tech inspection. We were supposed to do some shock tuning later that afternoon, as well as digging deeper with Voodoo Child, going up to the shootout. And it was an exciting day overall. Morning everybody. Sitting here going through our final spec sheet before we get Tinker here inspected. We got spec here inspection at 10 o'clock. Gonna go get our map downloaded. Gonna go get our radios programmed, and we're gonna do a little pre-runner today, and we'll take you guys along. Alright guys, just finished tech. Got some great news, we're passed. And we also got some good news saying that you know, the Jeep's like one of the best ones that they've seen in the stock class. It made us feel really good.
Pretty
proud.
much said we were the most prepared.
So we're gonna take that as a compliment, and we're gonna roll on. They loved that we were completely prepared and ready as new builders. But unfortunately, Tinker was not ready. Once we got out on the lake bed, we had some fuel pump issues early Monday, and it followed into Monday afternoon. All right, we're heading up to Chocolate Thunder here in the race Jeep. We got the buggy. We're taking the Jeep, the truck, Can-Am. It's gonna be one heck of a time. Really excited to see what Justin's gonna do in the mountains. Sunday night. Skinny pedal all the way down. What do you think, Scott?
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, definitely. Got Taco Thunder over there. The shootout right here. People are gonna be lined up right here.
I probably won't.
Dude, people are lining up. I mean, how beautiful is this? It's crazy.
All right, Justin. So what you thinking, buddy?
I go second.
Second? Second. How you feeling?
I don't want to go second.
You got this, brother, man.
Hey, well, we gonna make it to the top?
Hell yeah, you're gonna make it to the top. We got this all under control.
Here's the question.
Justin's gonna make it.
Are we going for the win, or are we just going for to get out the top?
Go for the win.
I found a line that'll save time, but it's an iffy line.
Go for the win. 10 G's,
You're either gonna
Justin.
get it or you're not.
Go for the win. 10 G's. Just remember that.
Standing here, Justin, getting ready to hit the line. Ready? I think we're all set. Tuesday morning was a good morning for us. We got up and we did a little pre-running. All right, we're here. Qualifying day for the Everyman Challenge. We opted out of qualifying just because 4,600 starts in the back of the pack anyway, so we're gonna use today to do some pre-running. We got about 10 miles and we made it to the military base and had to turn around due to flags, which in the grand scheme of things was probably a blessing in disguise, because not too further from that, not much longer after that, we had continual fuel pump issues. And that's the day that the frustrations truly started to begin kicking in for me personally. On Tinker and doubting the start and finish line on Friday to come. But to enjoy what time we had there, we stopped worrying about the race Jeep and kind of enjoyed some of the backdoor shenanigans that King of the Hammers has to offer on Tuesday night. Wednesday was a big turning point for us as we went into town with Ken and some of the guys from the other teams. One, to get a new fuel pump for the Jeep, and two, to walk Cougar Buttes and kind of get a idea of some of the rock trails on the first loop. So that was a huge turning point for us as far as an uplifting moment, getting a new fuel pump and things like that. Wednesday afternoon, we put a different regulator on there and come to find out that our issues could have been easily fixed earlier on in the week due to the elimination of a check valve in the tank itself. Wednesday afternoon, after multiple fuel pump changes and regulator changes and things like that, we were able to finally get Tinker running right in the whoops without it dying out and losing pressure. Thursday was contingency and tech, and that was really cool. As a rookie there, you kind of get the full experience and meet some of the people that you talk to from sponsorships, and just go through and just talk to people about your build, as well as obviously final tech with your gear and things like that. Happy race day eve, everybody. We've had some complications this week, but we've got them all figured out. We've got the tank all loaded up, ready to go to contingency today. Yeah, racing tomorrow, less than 24 hours away. Tank here's already. Should be a good time. We're gonna take it easy in the desert. Testing was good. Feels really good in the desert. Just gotta make it last to the rocks. So that's the game plan right now. Take it nice and slow, fast enough to finish, slow enough to hold together, and see what we can make happen in the rocks. That's where this race is going to be won, in the stock class for sure. Loading her up, getting ready for remote pit 2. We're here, getting everything ready for chase trucks, Jeeps, getting them all loaded up, Can-Am, teammates, making sure we got everything that we need in all the pits. It's getting real. Going through contingency earlier was pretty cool. Got to talk to a lot of cool people. People really interested in a lot of different things we did. Kind of brought them to the channel, so hopefully they'll subscribe. Anyways, we're going to do a little more shakedown run this afternoon. Nothing too crazy, just get more feel of it, and then tomorrow morning, early, we line up. 118th off the line of 134, I believe is what it is. So wish us luck. We'll see you guys on the start line. Friday morning was an early morning for us. We woke up early, and it was a beautiful, cool morning, but anxiety was high. Just nerves were crazy. It was definitely an experience that I'll never forget. Well, the day's finally here. It's the morning before the race. Just got loaded up, got ready to head to the start finish line. So surreal. It's been a crazy experience. A lot of perseverance while we're out here. Looking forward to just everything to come in the next few hours. What's up, fellas? How's it doing?
It's doing race day.
One of the things that I'll never forget was literally right before we were like third in line from the start line, our GPS lost satellite. And for the first 5 miles, we were running blind. So we were kind of having to run behind people and basically eat dust for the first 5 to 7 miles before our GPS finally caught satellite. Shortly after GPS came back online, we were able to kind of get it in gear and just enjoy the first lap of the race. At this point, we had started the race, and our goal was to just finish one lap as rookies. After Cougar Butte's roughly mile marker 45, we had a fuel pickup line come undone in the fuel tank again. We were stranded in the desert for the first time, and it was kind of heartbreaking. At the same time, we knew exactly what it was because we weren't getting fuel to the fuel rail. So we hopped out and basically fixed it in about 45 minutes and started off through the desert again. Coming from the East Coast to the West Coast and experiencing desert racing, it was nothing like I've ever experienced here, and it's unexplainable, honestly. I know people would talk about it, but it is truly some rough terrain, and I wasn't 100% sure if we were going to make it. Our goal was to keep and maintain, a 20-mile-an-hour pace, even to the big whoops. And in a short wheelbase, it was beating us pretty hard in the desert. But we were able to pull it around for the first lap, and I can't tell you the excitement that brought me and Cody both coming over the arches, going down the Bronco arches there to complete our first lap of our rookie season. It was definitely an emotional moment for us and an exciting moment for us as we were headed out for lap 2. As I stated earlier, lap 2, the rocks specifically, was where it would be won or lost with our class. Well, unfortunately for us, it was definitely a loss. Once we got into Spooners, we turtled the front end and smashed the oil pan. Didn't take us out of the race. After a few hours of being turtled on a rock and fixing the oil pan and front drive shaft and those things, we were able to get Tinker going and completed Spooners and got to outer limits. Once we were in outer limits, we passed a few broke down Jeeps, and coming to the big rock climbs, it turned into a graveyard rather quickly, and there our day was finished because there was literally nowhere to go. Well, we didn't finish, but we did keep moving the whole time, which is what we wanted to do. It was definitely not what we expected. It was pretty crazy in the desert. It is brutal out there.
We did get to drive the Jeep back to pits.
But we did drive back to pits.
A lot
and
of people didn't get to do that.
yeah, and we were with a couple other people that weren't so lucky. Actually, all the guys we pitted with weren't so lucky. So we had recoveries last night, and we finally made it back. Enjoyed some warm food. Loaded up this morning. Now we are on the way back. But of course, we had to watch the 4400s take off the line. Check this out. Where. Anyways, we're on the long hike back. I don't know when I'll get this video up, but all in all, King of Hammers as rookies is very overwhelming. There's so much going on all the time. People are constantly working on vehicles, so you're not the only one. That was something we had to realize rather quickly. So you just have to take it with a grain of salt and persevere through. And that is something that we also learned was perseverance in all this. I just want to do a special shout out to everyone that made this possible, from sponsors to supporters to Taylor, working through and helping me where she could. I just want to thank the guys that came out there to pit for us, and just the teammates that we had that opened all books for us, and their hospitality. And it wouldn't have been made possible without everybody else contributing the way that they did. And I'm truly humbled by this experience. I'm just very thankful for the opportunity to go and just being blessed the way I was in 2020 to be able to go and start this journey in 2021. It was just an unreal experience. It truly was. There's nothing like it on the East Coast. So if you ever get the opportunity to go to King of Hammers, I highly recommend it. And you won't be disappointed, because no matter what you do, what you're into, there's something for you out in Johnson Valley. That is for sure. Hope you like what you saw. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. And we'll see you guys in the next one.